Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I'm going to be working on making some book page bags today. And I'm going to be doing it out of two different ones. I almost said doing it out of book page, you think? Two different book pages. I have an idea for this one. But you know how you get the little like glassine bags, that sort of thing? I actually don't have, I think I have one. So I thought I would make some with book page. I have two ways to make it. It's the same one, but one I feel is maybe a little less fussy than the other one, and it depends on if you're going to be having it maybe be a flip out in a book or loose in a book, or if it's going to be glued down. So let's go ahead and get started. To start with, I am going to just choose which side I want, and this one seems to have more breaks in the words, so I'm going to choose this. Maybe this to be the front. I'm just going to take and I'm going to fold kind of to the words on both sides. So one side is where it was attached, and then the other side, of course, is where you would flip the page, and where you flip the page, the margin is quite a bit bigger. And so we'll just cut it down. And it's a little, you know, I used an X-Acto knife to get it out. So it's a little wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and take and cut this to about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put my line right on the 1/2 inch where my fold is. I can see it. If you can't, I can see it. So that's what I'm doing there. Hopefully that works out like I think it's going to. It did. So now they're closer to being the same. It doesn't matter that much, but it's just so that you don't have such a large fold on one side. And then what we're going to do is take this one and we're going to cut it down so that it would fit inside here. So since this one we folded and you can just kind of see the letters on either side, we're just going to cut into the letters just a bit so that it will fit. So say I got like a whole letter. This way you don't really have to measure. You're just going by how the words are blocked into your book, and it should work out. Okay, let's get this out of the way. I'm going to need it again. I just don't know where I am at this point. I'm going to have to pause you for a minute. My daughter needs my help. Well, that might happen a few times because she texted me and then she didn't answer me. I am going to now take, this is the front of the bag. I'm going to take it and cut it at the words. So my daughter lost her phone on, I don't know, Monday maybe? She was at the beach, and you know how there are huge rocks that you can climb around on oftentimes at a beach? Well, she was doing that, and her phone slipped out of her pocket. Okay, so you see how this goes, and it's on the inside, and there's plenty of space. I just didn't want it to be really bulked up. Okay, so then we're going to take the bottom part and fold it up. Now, your page number will be upside down. If that bothers you, I'm not sure. You could always make the fold smaller so that your page number doesn't show. All right. So now you see how it's like that. Okay, so then you know how on these, I don't really have one here for an example. Let's see if I can dig one out real quick. Okay, so like this one. It has the little lip on it. So we want to do that too. So I'm going to take and cut. Now this is, again, it's on the front part. I'm going to cut it at the words. And then this, what we're gonna do is give it that little, I'm about to sneeze, you guys. Oh, yeah, so my daughter lost her phone. Well, she has an appointment today. If you fold it over, you know, you guys know this trick. You'll get it so that it looks the same on both sides. And I'm just gonna go down to where the words begin. And then I'm gonna do the same thing down here. And I can see where my fold is. Okay, so now, my daughter ordered a phone, and she has to go in to get it set up at the, you know, phone place. I'm going to ink across here because it would be really hard to ink right here. Of course, you don't have to ink. And I'm going to ink right here because it's a little harder when it's all glued together, you know. Okay. So now if, let's say you want to, you know for sure you're going to glue this down. To me, that's the easiest way. We can just take and put glue here. All right, she just answered me that she doesn't know how much money. So she's going to need some money. She doesn't know how much. Not exactly down all the way. And then on the other side. I've got some on my... It's slightly off. But that's okay. We can just take it and do a little something like that, and nobody will ever know, right? Nobody will ever know. Okay, so then I'm going to ink around. Oh, I still have to glue down the bottom too. And then here. And then we have a bag, you guys. So that would go on a book page. Do I have a, I don't have a journal started, but let's just say this is the book page. So I can go down, I don't know about those two patterns together, but there's a book page. And since it's done this way, you know, if you glue the whole thing down, you would never know you did it so simply. I don't have anything really to poke down in it either. I've kind of cleaned my desk off, so nothing fun to show you. Do I have anything back here? I have these old maid cards that I found at a yard sale. It doesn't fit, but you know the way it goes. Okay, so I'm going to pause it there, and then I'm going to show you another way to do it if your backside is going to show. I'll be right back. So I just spoke with her. She's on her way down there, and she's not going to be able to talk to me because her phone, she can text from it, but she can't make a phone call. I'm assuming, though, by the time the appointment is finished, she'll be able to make a phone call and be able to let me know if she needs money or something like that. Okay, so there's one. Let's do it again. And it's basically the same thing, but just in case I didn't explain it well, we'll do it this time a little maybe more thoroughly explained. Okay, so this time, we already know we're going to cut this part off and this part off. So let's go ahead and do that. And maybe this part, we'll go ahead and do that too. So let's cut off the part where it stops right at the words on the top and the bottom. I'm going to go up here because this is a straight edge on this side. this I want to be about 1/2 inch. So I'm just lining it up with the 1/2 inch mark on my thing where the words are. Okay. Then again, we want to fold it to the words basically. You're going to want to use book page that's not too terribly old so that they're not cracking on you. So I know some of our books tend to be pretty old. Okay, so that would be the front of it. And then with this one, it's going to be the inside. So let's take it and cut it. We're going to cut it right to where the words end. And see if it fits in there. And if not, we'll take a little bit off. Okay, so you see how it's buckled? We don't want that. So we'll take a little bit, excuse me, we'll take a little bit more off. And if you don't have one of these sort of rolling ones, I know it's a little harder to do with the other kind of cutter. You can always do it with scissors. It's not going to show anyway, that inside part. Okay, so then remember we want the bottom turned up. And again, you could fold it so that the upside down 42 isn't showing. And then the top is going to be here. So we're going to do the same thing where we're not actually folding it. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen this little trick. You just gently fold it over, but not fold a crease. And do that. And then do also down at the bottom. Same idea. Yeah, so my poor daughter, I'm sure her heart sunk. She said she was really nervous. She was climbing around on the rocks because she didn't want to fall. And all of a sudden she heard something fall. And it was her phone. So, total bummer. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that and this. And then the rest of the inking we'll do in a minute. Okay, I'm going to have this straight down so it's not in our way. And then these we're going to glue and sit right on top so that the folds will be hidden on the inside. Come on, this thing keeps clogging up on me this morning. And you don't want to put so much that it squirts out and makes it so that you have a hard time opening or getting into your bag. And then you just want to line it up with your fold. So I guess you could do this. You also want to line it up with the edge. And of course, I'm using art glitter glue and that dries quickly. So, you know, could be a little problem. I think I did okay. Okay. So then we'll glue this side down. And then just ink around. I'm not going to be able to decorate these. So we got snow yesterday, doggone it, but it is so sunny outside. We've had so many gray days, one after the other. So to have some sunshine outside, it's really nice. Okay, so here, and then the back is you know, you don't see the folds. So I like that. And that just means you could add a hinge to it or something like that, and you wouldn't see all of the cuts and things that we made to glue the 2 pages together. So it could be like a flip out in a page, you know, and of course decorated. So I have another idea to use a big dictionary page. And get these out of the way. So I have a big dictionary page here. And what I was going to do, I'm going to cut that straight. It's totally not. All right. Oh, well, I don't know. It still doesn't look straight, does it? Did I not put it in there right? Well, that's all right. It's going to be good enough. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this because I don't want that on the outside. We're going to fold it so that the straight side, the really straight side, even though I used a paper cutter, the side that was the edge of the book is going to be overlapping the cut side, okay? And then I want to make this about, I would say, the same, starting at the words, about the same height as this bag. So I'm going to cut it right across where it's this word junction right here. I'm going to put it in my paper cutter. And just cut it. Okay. This is going to end up being another pocket on it. All right. So we want to make a flap again for folding up. So I am going to go ahead and do the fold, and then I'm going to cut our extra. You don't have to, you know, but you will see all this extra in there if you don't. I'm going to go ahead and do my corner, and then here, I'm just cutting where the fold is. And you guys have seen this done before. It's nothing new. But has it been done from a dictionary page? I'm sure it has, but I haven't seen it, so I thought I would do a video. All right, so this will end up folding up. This will sit in here like this, okay? We want this, again, up here. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just gonna guess. And I'm using the words to give myself a semi-straight line. I'm gonna mark it with my pencil and I'm gonna cut it based on the pencil marks, just to the fold, and then cut that off. Again, my pencil mark to the fold. And cut that off. Okay. So let's go ahead and give ourselves, if I do it this way, I can see where my fold is. That would be so smart, Stephanie. Okay. And then this, we're going to do the same thing. And on this one, I'm just going to make a line. I'm going to cut these words off. I went to see my mom and dad, and we were there for a couple of days. Yesterday on the way home, it decided to snow, And it was not fun driving in, I can tell you that. We saw lots of cars in the ditch. So my husband was being very careful, which I appreciate very much, because sometimes he's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. But seeing those cars in the ditch helped him to behave himself, which I very much appreciated. I did not want to be in the ditch. I felt so sorry for the people who were. Who knows how long they had to sit there in the cold without their cars running, I'm sure, because, you know, if you go into the ditch and your exhaust is covered in snow, you could kill yourself. So you have to turn off your car, you know, because the exhaust could go inside of the car. Not good. And I think this is the side. You don't have to ink. I've got a problem, you guys. I like ink. We're going to go ahead and do these two. So it was really good to pull into the driveway yesterday, safe and sound. We haven't shoveled or done any snow blowing yet. My husband's working, you know, he works from home, so he's down working, and I'm in here obviously working. It's kind of work. It's fun work. Okay, so we're going to put glue here to have it. Oh, I don't have my lid on. I'm just going to put a little here, and we're going to put it just on the edge where it's going to hit on the other side. Okay, and then we'll glue this one. And I just, you know, you just have to look to see kind of where your page hits so you're not having exposed glue when you glue it down. I think I did okay. Okay. And then this is going to sit inside of here. And this will fold up over it. Now, this is thin. You could make it so that it's a pocket right here and right here, but this is such thin paper that I don't want to do that. So I am going to glue this one down so that it is a pocket on the side. I'm going to glue right here. And then hopefully line this up well. And then this will go here. So now you have a dictionary book page, double pocket, which is kind of fun. And then it can go into a pocket, you know, because it's narrow enough, or you could glue it down onto a page. So you could glue it like, this so that you have, you know, this, or you could glue it like this so you could put it in like this. But see, here's a pocket here too. So you can put something in here. I have it open all the way across. You could put it so that it's like a belly band almost, you know, the same idea. So lots of fun different ways to use it, I think. So there we have our book page bags. I hope you like them. And if you'll join me tomorrow for my video tomorrow, I'm going to decorate. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.